Hey, 1 minute. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rhett Sifford welcoming you live to the San Juan High School Gymnasium as we get set for the San Juan Broncos' fourth game of the season. It's actually the fifth game of the season. San Juan is 1-3 as we come in, and tonight they're hosting the American Leadership Academy Eagles, who come into this one with a 2-2 record, and have been scrambling a little bit here this evening, trying to get on the air and have some info available as well. It was my fault. I ended up entering in the wrong roster here tonight for this game, and so I'm kind of all out in left field trying to figure out what's happening tonight, trying to get myself back straight, but I think we are about set to go. Again, American Leadership Academy with a 2-2 record. Unfortunately, with the delay tonight, I'm not going to get an opportunity to talk to either coach, but I'm really hoping that after this one is all said and done tonight, Coach Easton Nielsen will come up and chat with us in the postgame. So we're going to have to do without the coaches' conversations here as we get ready to go. And we do welcome you in. Again, it's Rhett Sifford here tonight in the San Juan High School gym for the first time this season. It is the Broncos' home opener, and so we're glad you've joined us tonight. Should be a lot of fun here tonight against a couple teams that will probably be pretty evenly matched here this evening. And we are brought to you tonight on High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, in part by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, and Northern Electric. A huge thanks to all the sponsors who make the broadcast possible. So we're going to start the show off this evening talking a little bit about American leadership. And again, the 2 wins, 2 losses. Their most recent game, a 104-56 win over Merritt Academy, or Merritt Prep, I should say. That's a team that Monticello also beat this past weekend. And so obviously it's going to be a little bit more of a competition tonight, I think, for American leadership here tonight in the San Juan gym. But American Heritage beat American Leadership 98-66, and we're going to see American Heritage this week, coming up weekend here in the San Juan gym. The Eagles' other win was against Freedom Prep Academy, 73-34, back on November 21st. In the opening game of the season, American Leadership lost to Provo High School, 70-41. So this is just their 5th game, just like San Juan, and they do have one more win than the Broncos do. Let's take a look at some statistics for this Eagles squad. And the leading scorer is Zachariah Swarns with 64 points. This team has 4 players in double-digit average, so they produce the offense, and Swarns is averaging 16 points per game. So obviously going to be a handful tonight for the San Juan Broncos. Jackson Hunter has 60 points in the first 4 games of the season, so that's an average of 15 per game. Noah Swarns, 14.5 points per game. He's got 58 all total. And Cannon Huntsman is right behind, 57 points. So he's averaging 14.25. Then you got Grant Jackson with 34 points. That's 8.5 per game. Cameron Finn, 13, 3.25 per game. And Mason Ober rounds it all out with 4 points so far on the season. So he's averaging just 1 point per game. 3-point shooting, it's something that this Eagles team can do. And obviously the second leading scorer, or maybe he's third. Noah Swarns leads in 3-point baskets with 19. Jackson Hunter has 15 trays. Grant Jackson 6. Zachariah Swarns with 5. And Cameron Finn with 1. So they've got some kids who can shoot the 3 coming in here tonight. And that's all the stats that I'm seeing on the Deseret News website here this evening as we get set to go. So now taking a look at it, it seems that San Juan will probably have their hands full tonight with this American leadership squad. And I know San Juan traveled to play them last year and ended up losing that ball game. So that's a rematch that they wanted to have. Let's see. Let's go back to that last season. It's kind of hard for me to remember these things. And let's take a look. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, we went into the wrong column here. We got into the San Juan Broncos. So let's see if we can get back into last year for American leadership and browse through their games from last year. And looks like I could have sworn they did. And it was a 75-63 win last year on December 10th. So similar time of year. And I know we were up there last year to take on American leadership and American Heritage as well. Back-to-back nights there in a beautiful gymnasium. And so it's a rematch that San Juan wants to win this season. Broncos wearing home white and playing in their home building for the first time this season. They, of course, wore these jerseys at the preview a few days ago in Richfield when they were the designated home team, but this is the first time this season they've officially been the home team. And American Leadership Academy sporting the red road uniform with the white numbers and the navy blue highlight. So we get set to go here tonight. San Juan Broncos going to be hosting the American Leadership Academy Eagles in what is going to be a tough matchup for them here tonight, I believe, on their home gym in the 2023-24 home opener. It's the High School Hoops pregame show on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Again, we're brought to you in part by Emory Telecom, Napa Motor Parts, San Juan School District CTE programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, and Creative Floors. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and just preview the San Juan Broncos for a moment. We may end up getting interrupted here by the national anthem this evening and all the festivities getting going here on home opening night. So we may get interrupted, but that's all right. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back out to continue the High School Hoops pregame show on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Blue Mountain Hospital. We're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman, Dane Lyman, and Brian Kirk, joining our unparalleled team of healthcare professionals. Blue Mountain Hospital has been setting the standard for rural hospitals since 2009.
Hi, my name is Bill Boyle. I'm editor of the San Juan Record and station manager at Red Rock Radio. In my line of work, it's important to know and understand the facts when it comes to disseminating important news and information. Parents, Studies show that monitoring your kids is vital in reducing the risk of substance misuse. A teen's brain is much more susceptible to alcohol dependence than an adult's. Make sure that alcohol and other drugs are not available to your kids at home or from friends, siblings, or elsewhere. Know your children's friends and their parents, and discuss with them your desire to keep your kids alcohol and drug-free, and enlist their cooperation. Remember, it's against the law for a minor to purchase, possess, or consume any alcoholic beverage. And of course, it's illegal for anyone to sell, offer to sell, or furnish alcohol to a minor. At some level, most kids appreciate parental monitoring. It gives them a sense of security and is a very real proof to them that their parents love them enough to care about their well-being. Together, let's continue to make San Juan County a place to raise strong and capable youth. Come on, let's do this.
Win column here this evening in the home opener against American Leadership. And looks like we're probably about to have the national anthem. As soon as they get set for that, we're going to bow out and take another quick commercial break. Let me run through as many stats as I can here real quick for San Juan before we do, though. Anthony Doan, the leading scorer, 37 points for him. That's an average of 9.25 per game. Jake Ivins has 29 so far this season. That's 7.25 per game. Trip Palmer, 27 points. R.J. Daly has 26. Jagger Neves, 22. And Keaton Ivins with 19. Let's see, Justice Black has 14. Brigham Nielsen, 13. And it is the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll take a quick break.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics. With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 24.
Back live to the San Juan High School Gymnasium in Blanding. It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in as we now are going to get the call for the starters. The national anthem in the books, and here we go. Starting it off with the visiting American Leadership Eagles. It's number 1, junior guard and forward, Zachariah Swarns. Number 20, junior guard, Jackson Hunter. Number 21, junior guard, Grant Jackson. Number 23, junior forward, Cannon Huntsman. And finally, it'll be number 35, 6'1", junior guard, Noah Swarns. And now it'll be the hometown San Juan Broncos they'll be calling the names for. And I see a lot of the football fellas over on the far side supporting their friends here on the basketball court tonight in the home opener. Always fun. Of course, the San Juan Broncos winning a state championship for the 3rd straight time this year on the football field. And so the boys on the basketball court are trying to follow suit and pick up a state championship in the 2A ranks as well. But they'll obviously have their work cut out for them. Here are the starters tonight in the home opener. Number 1, 6-foot senior guard, Brigham Nielsen. Number 3, 5'8", junior guard, Jake Ivins. Number 14 for San Juan, 6-foot senior guard, R.J. Daly. Number 25, the leading scorer for this Bronco team, 6-foot senior guard and forward, Anthony Doan. And finally the big man, number 34, 6'3", senior center, Justice Black. And the Broncos are, of course, coached by Easton Nielsen. American Leadership Academy is coached by Ronnie Ross. San Juan in the white unis, American Leadership Academy in the red. And we get set to tip it off here tonight in the San Juan Gymnasium for the first time this season. The Broncos looking for their second win of the year. There's a bit of a discussion here now at midcourt right in front of the scorers table between the refs and the coaches. Coach Nielsen and Coach Ross talking things over. I'm not sure what they're squaring away, but looks like an amicable discussion. And I think we're finally set to go here tonight. 8 minutes on the clock. Again, the new rules this season, 5 fouls per quarter. And teams no longer shooting 1-and-1s. It's all 2-shot situations once they go into the bonus. And the ball is up in the air. Justice Black ends up winning it after a couple tips. And the Broncos will possess to start us off. As Jake Ivins hands to Daly. Now Daly back to Ivins straight away out high. He'll go into the middle to Justice Black. They hit him from behind a little bit, knocked the ball away. No foul on the play. And American Leadership steals it away. So the Broncos commit the first turnover of the evening. And that's a situation that plagued them at the preview this past weekend. There's a good job by Zachariah Swarns to battle his way underneath the basket. Lobs it up and in, and American Leadership draws first blood. Now Jake Ivins with a good drive to the bucket. Can't get the layup to go. Nielsen can't get the follow-up to fall. And so a couple good efforts there, but neither go down for San Juan, and it remains 2-0 American Leadership. And it's Zachariah Swarns with the basketball. And he is their leading scorer. We can see why on that opening basket. There was a three on the way, no good. Rimmed out from Grant Jackson. And it remains 2-0. San Juan with it back in the offensive end. 18-foot right wing pull-up jumper is no good for Justice Black. And the Broncos shooting is cold as we start out tonight. Swarns will walk it back up for American Leadership Academy. Works a little give and go with Grant Jackson. And now fumbling it a bit and stepping on the sideline is Jackson Hunter. And that will turn it back over to San Juan. So the Eagles commit an unforced error and turn it over. San Juan will get the ball back with 6.5 to go in the opening frame here tonight, trailing American Leadership Academy 2-0. And they'll work it into the offensive end. Brigham Nielsen inside the free throw line. Couple of touch passes. Jake Ivins pull-up jumper, and it rims off. Rebound. They battle for it over on the far side. San Juan comes out with it. And now Jake Ivins, dribble drive inside the arc. He's fouled from behind by Jackson Hunter. And that's our first foul of the night. And it'll be it'll be Anthony Doan to inbound to Jake Ivins. And now he'll give to Brigham Nielsen. Left wing back to Ivins at the top of the key. Inside the free throw line to Nielsen. Back to Jake Ivins' right wing. Pass to the left side for Daly was deflected, but it still made it to Daly. Now Jake Ivins having trouble, and they battle. San Juan comes away with it again. Anthony Doan a drive, and now he'll kick it back out to Ivins. Now to the right wing, Doan. Doan bounces it into the middle, and Justice Black is right there for San Juan's first bucket of the night, a nice little 5-footer. And here's American Leadership quickly in transition. Now they'll back it out to the midcourt circle. Zachariah Swarns on the dribble. Moving left, and now he'll give to the middle. Here's a three straight away, and it's good for Jackson Hunter. And that quiets the crowd here at San Juan High School. American Leadership Academy back on top, this time by 3. It's 5-2, and we're nearing 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Jake Ivins, bounce pass in the middle, bounces off Doan and then off the foot of Grant Jackson and out of bounds on the baseline. So the Broncos will reset in the offensive end. And here's Doan, baseline left of the bucket. And he'll send it cross court for Daly. 3 out of the corner is no good. And boy, Dally, I tell you, the cold shooting has stretched now from the preview to here in the home court. Dally came into the preview as Justice Black gets a nice bucket over Swarns, and the Broncos are back to within one. But Dally came into the preview as the leading scorer for San Juan and did not score, but I think maybe 2 points. As the Broncos have gone on a little run here, Jake Ivins gives San Juan their first lead. Back-to-back buckets from Justice Black and Jake Ivins have put San Juan ahead 6-5, and now an offensive foul on American Leadership against Grant Jackson. And boy, it's so tough to see the fouls in this gym. I really wish they'd put the foul board on the second scoreboard over here to my right, but as it is, I have to look through a pole and the backboard to try to see the fouls on the far side. Here's Anthony Doan, bounces it out of bounds, untouched, and so San Juan commits a turnover here. And American Leadership Academy inbounds the basketball at Swarns. On the way across the line, little crossover dribble. They set a pick. Swarns dumps it back to the top of the key. Grant Jackson misses the three, and it's rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos across the line, then a bit of a miscue as Brigham Nielsen kind of got caught in between motions there. Jake Ivins was still moving, and he passed it behind him out of bounds. And so that'll be another turnover to American Leadership. We're halfway through the opening quarter, and the San Juan Broncos lead in the home opener 6-5 over the Eagles. Here is Jackson Hunter dribbling it across. Now a nice little pass right to the bucket, a wide open layup for Grant Jackson, and American Leadership is back on top. Here's Jake Ivins running the cross. Now into the middle, there's Jagger Neves in for the first time tonight, and now the Broncos pass is deflected out of bounds on the far side, but by American Leadership, so San Juan will reset in the offensive end from the far sideline, and Anthony Doan is there. They're waiting for some young girls to walk across the court there to get to their seats on the far side of the gym. Here's Jake Ivins handing off to Anthony Doan, high right wing. He'll try to spin away from Grant Jackson. He doesn't dribble, and now the Broncos end up throwing it away. And so another steal for American Leadership, and now Swarns has it in the midcourt circle. Hands off to Jackson Hunter. He'll dribble with the right hand, moving left, and now pulls up. Bounces it inside the arc, and a timeout will be called by Coach Ross for American Leadership here with 3:12 to go in the opening quarter. And the Eagles leading the Broncos 7-6. The teams have traded the lead here in the first quarter. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Brought to you in part this season by Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, Blue Mountain Hospital, and Furniture Gallery. And a big thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. So the Eagles led to start. The Broncos took a brief lead 6-5, and since then, American Leadership Academy has scored the only bucket to retake the lead 7-6. And we're back underway following the American Leadership timeout. And boy, that was really close to a backcourt violation right there, but Jackson Hunter keeps it in the offensive end, and now a foul as a pass goes to the left side. This will be on Jagger Neves. So San Juan commits their first foul of the night. And American Leadership will reset on the offensive baseline left of the bucket. And they dump it into Huntsman, now out high for Noah Swarns. Into the paint to Zachariah Swarns. He does a good job just collecting that basketball. Now a three on the way, misses wildly to the right, and it bounces down to San Juan. Jagger Neves with a good crossover. Baseline jumper from 6 feet is no good, and rebounded by American Leadership. So the Broncos shooting a bit cold here early on this opening quarter. And now here is American Leadership Academy. Around Anthony Doan goes Jackson Hunter, but he's fouled as he does so. And so Anthony commits his first foul of the evening. Both teams with 2 here in the first quarter now. 2:30 showing on the clock. So ultimately, I think the new rule is producing less foul shots is what ultimately happens. Teams are less likely to get into the bonus to shoot foul shots in the second and fourth quarter as they were before. Here's an inbound play. Jackson Hunter missing the three. So this team obviously has no qualms about shooting from long range. As the Broncos run in transition, a pass from Jake Ivins is knocked out of bounds. And so San Juan will reset. That was intended for Trip Palmer, who's in tonight for the first time. And also out on the court now, Keaton Ivins. Big part of that San Juan football state championship. Jagger Neves, actually all these boys were a big part of that state championship out there right now. There's Jake Ivins. Bounce pass to Keaton Ivins on the baseline, and that doesn't work. Ivins unable to handle that. It goes out of bounds on the baseline, and that'll turn it back over to American leadership. And Zachariah Swarns walks it up. And now Grant Jackson has it. Right wing to Swarns again. Dump it underneath the basket. And it's going to be a foul on Keaton Ivins as Cannon Huntsman was coming through the lane. So that'll be San Juan's third in the first quarter. And it remains American Leadership Academy 7, San Juan 6. We're under 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter tonight. Pretty nice crowd on hand to witness the home opener here tonight against the American Leadership Academy Eagles. There's a three straight off the inbound pass, no good. On the rebound, a foul. And this is going to send someone to the line. It looks like it was during a putback opportunity. So Huntsman missed one try right there on a putback, and then he was fouled during the shot. So he'll go to the line, and with 1:54 left in this first quarter, American Leadership will be shooting from here on out. Let's see, it looks like that was Keaton Ivins' second foul. And Cannon Huntsman apparently missed the first of the two. Second shot on the way, and that one falls. So he's 50% to start. Nope, excuse me, looks like he made both of them. They were slow on the scoreboard. That doesn't help me at all. Now Jagger Neves with a drive and a missed shot. So Cannon Huntsman, let me try to collect myself here, made both foul shots. 9-6, that's what I thought. And then Jagger Neves missed a shot attempt coming the other way. Now it's American Leadership with the basketball once again set up in the offensive end. Grant Jackson hands to Jackson Hunter, and Hunter has a shot stuffed by Trip Palmer, and Palmer just stood there with his hand on the ball, and it results in a jump ball. That was like some Thanksgiving stuffing right there. That was good stuff. And let's see, it'll be ALA basketball here. We're going to give the shot block there, and I missed who was shooting. I think I'll just give it to Cannon Huntsman, but looks like Coach Ross is going to call a timeout. He doesn't like it. With 84 seconds left in this opening quarter here tonight, and the Broncos now trailing the Eagles 9-6. And high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, and San Juan Mortuary. Big thanks again to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. It's a full weekend of basketball coming up for you. We've got Monticello, Monument Valley, and Whitehorse boys all at the 1A preview Friday and Saturday, so there will be games all over the place. The San Juan Broncos also going to be playing at home this weekend, and we'll get you updated on schedules. Just stay tuned right here to Red Rock 92, and we'll keep you updated on when things are happening this weekend. But I think it's going to ultimately be about 16 hours of basketball this weekend. And now an offensive foul is being called on American Leadership off the ball here. Cannon Huntsman guilty. And that gives the ball back to San Juan. So the Broncos haven't had the ball a lot lately, and they've got it back in the offensive end now as Jagger Neves in the midcourt circle on the dribble. Standing out near the top of the key. Now moving left. Coach Nielsen is shouting orders to his team. Now it's Anthony Doan, right wing, out high. And he'll give to Brigham Nielsen straight away. Nielsen back to Doan, right wing. Nobody really to give it to, and Doan throws it away in the middle of the court. Cannon Huntsman steals, goes coast to coast for the layup. Little over-under there. And with 30 seconds remaining in the quarter, it's 11-6 for American Leadership. Here's a three rimming out for Justice Black. San Juan with the rebound. A putback try is no good for Trip Palmer, and on the rebound, a foul to American Leadership. And this will be the first on Zachariah Swarns, and that is the fourth for both teams now. So it doesn't look like anybody's going to get into the bonus here with just 25 seconds remaining. As the pass comes in, well, never mind. Right as I say that, American Leadership commits their fifth foul as Grant Jackson reaches over the back. And now San Juan should be shooting two. I thought San Juan should be shooting here with 5 fouls in the quarter. But they've only got 4 up on the board, so I'm not sure what went on there. And there's a three, no good for Anthony Doan. Maybe it wasn't a foul. Yeah, they didn't have, let's see, they've got 21 on a foul up there. So there was no foul apparently on the play. So I'm definitely confused. I'm not sure. And now players crash down underneath the basket here. And let's see what's going to be called. And it's going to be a charge on Zachariah Swarns. And that is his second, so there was a foul. I am definitely confused. I guess maybe because it was on an inbounds play. And this three-point shot is going to count against Brigham Nielsen, it looks like, as he sails that high up over the backboard. But, well, I guess maybe on the neutral play it doesn't count for shooting, and maybe they considered that an offensive foul. I'm not sure. But at any rate, there were 6 fouls for American Leadership, no foul shots. 1 quarter's in the books. After 8 minutes, it's the Eagles 11, the San Juan Broncos 6. We'll return to the San Juan High School gym in a minute. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Men can take a hit. We can tough it out. We're told to suck it up a lot more than we're asked to talk it out. But the truth is, the only way to tackle what's up here is by talking it out. To simply say what we're feeling. With friends, family, or the Utah Crisis Hotline. Put this number in your contacts right now. And if you're ever wondering if you have someone to talk to, you do. 24/7.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Back live to the San Juan High School gym. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We're underway in the second quarter, and the Broncos finally back on the board as Anthony Doan scores to open this second frame. And now a whistle here. Looks like a carry on Jackson Hunter. He's not happy about it. Tosses the ball down in disgust. Or actually, I think maybe that's a backcourt violation. He must have dribbled it behind the line there. And so San Juan basketball over on the far side to inbound, and San Juan could make this a one-possession game. They could tie with a three-point basket. Right side, Trip Palmer tried to force that into traffic down on the baseline, and ALA steals it this time, and walking it back across is Swarns. Little crossover dribble, dump it back out to Grant Jackson. Now right wing, they go to Swarns. That's Noah Swarns. You got 2 Swarns boys out on the floor. Nice spin move for Zachariah. Has the ball stripped away cleanly, though. San Juan takes it, and into the court they come. Bounce from Anthony Doan to nobody underneath the basket there. Nobody was open, and that ball easily intercepted by Cannon Huntsman. And He'll hand off to Swarns, who walks it across. Hands off to Jackson now, and then on to Noah Swarns. Noah to Zachariah. Pulls up at the free throw line, dumps it out high. Noah Swarns airballs the three. And it'll be San Juan basketball coming the other way as it went out of bounds on the baseline. 6:35 to go in the first half now. An 11-8 lead for American Leadership Academy. And now a bounce pass to the right side, and Trip Palmer unable to locate that. It goes out of bounds untouched on the far side, and lots of errors right now for San Juan, and the Broncos tough first quarter shooting from the floor, just 21%. So that's not going to get it done. We'll see if they can improve that here in the second. As Zachariah Swarns drives into the right of the paint, dumps it back out high. I think that was intercepted by his teammate Cannon Huntsman. It was intended for Jackson Hunter. Now we're going to get a foul on San Juan off the ball here. And this will be the second on Anthony Doan and the first for either team in the second quarter. 6:15 remaining in the half. It's an 11-8 lead for American Leadership Academy. And they give Zachariah Swarns a pathway to the right baseline to the bucket, and he makes no mistake. Flops it up and in off the glass, and it's 13-8. Now Jake Ivins with a drive. No good with the shot as he was moving right, shooting left. And American Leadership Academy back across the line. And here is Hunter with a three on the way, and that one drops. Rolled around the rim briefly, went down, and it's now 16-8. The Eagles doubling up the Broncos now with 5:43 to go in the first half. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break ourselves. 30 seconds here. We'll come back to the San Juan High School gym. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Someone to come up for some commentary for the second half, but flying solo right now. We're glad you've joined us. San Juan with the basketball out of the timeout. Jake Ivins, a bit of a wild attempt here. Off the glass, no good, and on the rebound, American Leadership comes away with it. Nice little move for Zachariah Swarns. Can't get the shot to go. Thought he was fouled. Not called, and San Juan in transition. Nice bounce pass underneath the Jake Ivins. He'll dish it back out high. Three on the way for Trip Palmer is no good. Jake Ivins no good on the putback. And a foul on the rebound to San Juan. This is going to go against Jake Ivins, his first, and the Broncos' second in the second quarter. American Leadership has not committed a foul yet in this period. And it'll be the Eagles to inbound from the defensive end. A free pass from the San Juan D here. No press showing. And walking it across is Jackson Hunter. Now he bounces it inside the arc. They'll go left wing to Zach Swarns. And he dumps it underneath the basket to Cannon Huntsman, who made a bucket, but I don't think they're going to give him continuation. He was fouled. Oh, it does count. So it will be an add one opportunity for Cannon Huntsman as he makes the bucket and also gets the foul. The first, no, they're not showing me who it is. It looks like it's going to be the first to Justice Black tonight. And Cannon Huntsman unable to complete the three-point play. But it's 18-8 now. The Broncos offense has fallen silent here in the second quarter. They shot just 21% in the first quarter, and so far they've only made one basket here in this second quarter, and right off the hop. So it has been almost 4 minutes since San Juan last scored, and now a whistle, some sort of a violation against San Juan. Maybe in the paint there with too many guys or for too long. I did not see the signal, but it's coming the other way. Now American leadership trying to figure out who's going to take the ball out of bounds here. And finally it'll be Grant Jackson, and he'll send it into Jackson Hunter, who will slowly dribble it across the timeline. And Jagger Neves went up in the air to try to knock a pass away, but could not succeed. Now some nice quick passing. Here's a bucket again for American leadership and the foul. And again, it's Cannon Huntsman doing the honors. And that will be against Jake Ivins, his second. And San Juan is up to 4 fouls in the quarter. None so far for American Leadership Academy in the second. And the Eagles starting to run away with it here a little bit in the second quarter. Another 3-point opportunity here for Cannon Huntsman. He's at the line for American Leadership Academy. The shot rims off, however, so it remains 20-8 with 4:10 now to go in the first half of play tonight. Home opener for San Juan in this 2023-24 season. Here's Brigham Nielsen. They gave him a lot of room. He elects not to take the shot. San Juan almost loses the basketball. Now Nielsen has it in traffic in the corner. His pass is knocked away and now out of bounds. And, of course, ALA saying they have it, and they do. As that went off Brigham Nielsen and rolled down his back out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball as Grant Jackson will come off for the Eagles. And who came in for the first time? It looks like it's number 45, Cameron Finn. So we're seeing a different player than one of the starters for the first time tonight for American Leadership. Zachariah Swarns, the Eagle leading scorer, has it top of the key. Hands off to Jackson Hunter, missed the three. And on the rebound, a foul against American Leadership. And it's on Cameron Finn, so he comes right off the bench and gets on the score sheet, just not the way he wanted to with his first foul of the night. And American Leadership now with one in this second quarter. From here on out, if San Juan commits a foul, ALA will be shooting. At least I thought that's the way it was, but that didn't happen in the first quarter, so I will admit I was a bit confused. Here's a three, no good for R.J. Daly as the shooting just continues to stay ice cold for the San Juan Broncos. Another three, no good for Jackson Hunter for ALA. And now San Juan runs the floor. Anthony Doan left corner. Dribbles out of there, spins his way into the paint, floats up a shot, and it bounces and then goes in. And so Anthony Doan with all 4 points for San Juan in the fourth quarter. The Broncos finally back on the board after 5 minutes of scorelessness. And a three on the way will rim out and then rim in for Noah Swarns. And so the Eagles answer right back, +1. And it's a 13-point lead, 23-10. Brigham Nielsen has it in the paint for San Juan. Kicks it back out. Anthony Doan three is no good. Rebound by San Juan, though. And now Trip Palmer will take a shot from way downtown, and he hits. It's a three-point basket for the first time tonight for San Juan. Make it 23-13. They gave him 2, it looks like. So I'll need to erase that. And so I guess he had his toe on the line. The Broncos now steal the ball. And coming down court, Keaton Ivins can't score, but he is fouled. He'll shoot 2. Well, I thought that was a 3, but it was just a 2, 23-12. 2:16 to go in the first half now. And Keaton Ivins will be shooting 2. And let's see who that foul is on. It looks like it's the 3rd against Zachariah Swarns. So the leading scorer now starting to inch into a little bit of foul trouble, and he does have to come out. Well, I thought he did. He's still in there with 3 fouls. And Keaton Ivins, meanwhile, drains the first of 2 foul shots here. So that's his first point of the night. Pulls San Juan back to within 10, 23-13. Second shot rims off a little long. Rebounded by ALA, and they'll take their time working it out of the backcourt. And now down inside, a pass deflected, intercepted. San Juan running the floor. Trip Palmer tried to save that from going out of bounds, but he's too late on the effort. And it'll be American Leadership basketball. And they'll bring it in the defensive end here. And it is Jackson Hunter to dribble it across. Anthony Doan standing at midcourt waiting for him. Now he backs off, gives him a little room. ALA into the offensive end with it. Some nice quick passing. Well, that was a foul on San Juan, it looks like. Will they give continuation is the question here. This is going to be the first foul of the night on Brigham Nielsen. It doesn't matter. That puts ALA into the bonus, so they're shooting 2 regardless. 1:50 to go in the half. And the 5th foul on San Juan in this quarter puts Cameron Finn to the line, and he drains the first of the 2. Second shot on the way, and nothing but net for Cameron Finn. So he's 2 of 2 to start the night from the line. It's now a 12-point lead once again for ALA, 25-13. San Juan back in the offensive end. R.J. Daly 3 is off the mark. Missed everything except the far side of the backboard. And now Jackson Hunter slowly walks it across the line, looking for signals from his coach. And now a foul on Keaton Ivins as he had the hand draped along the back of Cameron Finn. So that'll be Keaton's 3rd foul of the night, actually. So 2 players in the ball game now with 3 fouls, and that, of course, will put Finn back to the line once again. Justice Black getting set to come back in, my guess, to replace Keaton Ivins here. Finn's first shot is good, so he's making San Juan pay from the line right now. And it's back to a 13-point lead. That ties their largest of the night. San Juan has just been in trouble for this entire second quarter. Here's Finn. His second shot rims off. And it remains 26-13. ALA doubling up San Juan, but a nice little play by Trip Palmer here. Pull-up jumper from 4 feet from in the paint is good. 26-15 now for ALA. And the Eagles have it back in the offensive end with just over a minute remaining in the half. Now into the middle goes ALA. Foul on the floor here to Trip Palmer. And that'll put ALA back to the line again. So I talked about the fewer foul shots with this new rule, but I guess once you get a team in the bonus, it's nonstop. San Juan struggling in the foul department here in the second quarter, as they've committed 7, but unable to make him pay here is Cannon Huntsman. He misses the first of the 2. Second shot is forthcoming. He leads all scorers with 8 points, and it's going to stay that way. And boy, the Broncos very late getting to that rebound there. But they do get it uncontested. And now Jagger Neves, and that's just an indication their heads aren't exactly in the game where they need to be right now. San Juan has a wide open look. Anthony Doan for 3, nothing but net. And the Broncos back to within 18. It's 8, back to within 8. It's 26-18. Final 35 seconds of the half. And American Leadership commits a foul or draws a foul here. It's going the other way, so it's against ALA. And I think it's going to be on Cameron Finn. It would be his second. No, it's not. It's going to be on 35. That's Noah Swarns, his first of the night. And the third for ALA. San Juan's not going to get into the bonus. We're into the final 20 seconds of this first half. San Juan down by 8. A bucket here would go a long way to keeping San Juan in this game to start the second half. Here's R.J. Daly, had the shot partially blocked. They battle underneath the bucket for the loose ball, and a jump ball is called finally. And it'll be ALA basketball with the arrow. So in essence, it's a turnover against San Juan, and it looks like they'll lose their opportunity to score here before the buzzer sounds to end the first half. Little full court press for San Juan, and now Anthony Doan running the other way. Runs into the shooter a little bit. Jackson Hunter thought he was fouled. He's not going to get the call. Buzzer sounds, and it's a 26-18 halftime lead for the American Leadership Academy Eagles here. Coach Ross discussing it with the officials, and I think maybe everybody will head to the locker room now. And we'll take a break. We'll come back out for some first half stats. Stay with us from the San Juan High School gym in Blanding. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports. With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Blue Mountain Hospital, we're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman, Dane Lyman, and Brian Kirk, joining our unparalleled team of healthcare professionals. Blue Mountain Hospital has been setting the standard for rural hospitals since 2009.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple of friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Here at Utah-Navajo Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Back live to the San Juan High School gym. Halftime here in the 2023-24 home opener, and the San Juan Broncos fall behind American Leadership Academy in that first half. 26-18 is the halftime score. We're going to take a look at some first half stats for you. First, I need to let you know High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Four Corners Homes, Utah-Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug and Boutique, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. And again, a huge thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible all season long, both on the football field and now here in the basketball gymnasium. We're going to take a look at the scoring by periods to start it off. American Leadership winning both quarters, 11-6 in the first and 15-12 in the second. And their largest lead was up to 13 points during periods in that second quarter. Let's take a look at the individual stats now. Actually, we'll continue with the team stats. And American Leadership Academy shooting 41%, 9 of 22 in the first half. By contrast, San Juan struggling quite mightily. They were just 21% in the first quarter, but ended up bringing that up a little bit with some better shooting in the second quarter, but it didn't come until later, and they finished almost 30% for the first half, 8 of 27 excuse me, on the night so far. And let's see if I can figure out what they shot here in the second quarter. They were, let's see, it doesn't show that. I was actually trying to see if I could see that stats-wise, but it looks like it doesn't show the shooting percentage total for some. Yeah, it does, 5 of 9, I guess, but it doesn't give a percentage. I'd have to figure that out myself. So at any rate, I'll have to take a look at that and see if I can figure something out about that. I'd love to be able to give stats by quarter just to see how it goes for San Juan, but 30% just about, 8 of 27 from the floor all total in that first half. So that's a percentage the Broncos are going to have to bring up quite a bit. They were 7 of 18 from two-point range for 39%, and just 1 of 9 for a dismal 11% from beyond the arc. 1 of 2 from the line for 50%. American Leadership Academy, 9 of 22 for 41% all total from the floor. They were 60%, 6 of 10 from inside the arc, and 3 of 12 or 25% from long range, and then 5 of 10 for 50% from the free throw line, I should say. So ALA is leaving the door open a little bit for San Juan. If the Broncos can bring up that shooting percentage, they've obviously got to find a way to get buckets to fall in the second half if they want to rally in this ball game. Individual scoring, and it's Cannon Huntsman for ALA leading the way for everybody. He has 8, 6 points for Jackson Hunter. It's a 4-point night so far for Zachariah Swarns. That's the team's leading scorer for ALA. 3 points for Noah Swarns and Cameron Finn. And then it's 2 for Grant Jackson in that first half. The 3-point baskets, 2 of them for Jackson Hunter, 1 for Noah Swarns. For San Juan, it is Anthony Doan leading the way with 7 points. Justice Black and Trip Palmer both have a couple buckets each. A 2-point night so far for Jake Ivins and 1 for Keaton Ivins. The lone 3-point basket for San Juan was scored by Keaton Ivins. I thought, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the free throw line. The one 3-point basket was Anthony Doan's. That is correct. That's what I thought. So I think that'll round it out there for all the individual and team stats in that first half. We're going to take a break. We'll come back out for the start of the third quarter as the teams are coming back out to warm up. Again, it's the 2023-24 home opener for the San Juan Broncos here tonight in the San Juan Gym for the first time. American Leadership Academy leading right now at the break, 26-18. Come back with us for the start of the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Blanding.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
we are so excited to collaborate with SJC-PAC, Coalition, and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and other drugs can cause on their developing brains.
Did you know that Utah teens reported that parental disapproval is the #1 reason they choose not to drink?
Never assume your children know what your rules, expectations, and attitudes are. Write them down and discuss them with your kids so they understand the reasons behind them.
Bonding is essential to preventing underage drinking. Children are less likely to drink when the parents are involved in their lives and when children and the parents feel close to one another.
Together, we can help build a stronger San Juan County.
Let's do this!
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Back live to the San Juan High School gym. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in. I think I'm going to be joined by Bobby Bowering here at some point. I know he's reffing another game in the middle school right now as Justice Black opens the scoring here in the second half for San Juan. That pulls the Broncos back to within 6. And now unable to score from three-point range is Jackson Hunter. I mean, he has taken a lot of three-point shots, but that one doesn't fall. Now R.J. Dowley for 3, no. Rebound bounces high in the air and pulled down by American Leadership. So 26-20 as we are just underway in the third quarter. We're glad you joined us tonight. High school hoops from the San Juan High School gym for the first time this season, and now unable to score is Cannon Huntsman. And on the way back, San Juan draws a foul, I believe. And no foul indicated here. Well, let's see. If it is, it would be the first on number 23. Nope, Cannon Huntsman already committed that one. Well, they do have one foul up there. And it's so hard to see the fouls. I might have to see if I could stand up. It is 23, but I already had Huntsman for a foul. So maybe that was where I was mistaken in that first half and gave him a foul he didn't commit. But they are showing one foul on the board here, but they've got Huntsman for just one. So I guess I'm just going to have to leave it at that. San Juan was unable to score. In fact, they turned the ball over, and now another foul. And this will be the second on Cameron Finn. So this one I do have marked correctly. I'm sorry, no, it's 35 as the Broncos have it back in. Boy, I've got to figure out a way to see the scoreboard on the far side. It is very difficult to see who is getting the foul. Here's a travel against San Juan. No, it's going to be a foul on the Broncos, Justice Black. So he commits his second, and that's off the ball offensive. And that'll give the ball back to ALA. And the Broncos now pressing, and they've got a man hemmed into the corner here. That's Zachariah Swarns, but now the Broncos will pull off the press as they got a little scared when Swarns was able to pass that out of the pack in the corner. And now Swarns has it top of the key, and he'll go left wing with it, but hand off, Jackson Hunter. Now Swarns gets it back, dribble drive into the paint, but a good job to knock that away, Brigham Nielsen, and now the Broncos had it, but threw it away out of bounds on the defensive baseline. So an unforced error gives it right back to ALA. And boy, the passing has been kind of sloppy in this one at times. So the Broncos, like I said, shot 21% from the floor, 3 of 14 in the first quarter, but they were much better, 6 of 14 in the second quarter for 43%, and now a shot is no good for ALA. That was Cannon Huntsman. And so the Broncos brought that shooting percentage up a little bit, but they've got to keep it coming. They have, however, pulled to within 6 here to start this half, and now they're going to draw a foul against ALA, and this will be the second on Cannon Huntsman as far as I'm aware, and the third now for the Eagles here in this third quarter. And it'll be Anthony Doan to inbound from the offensive baseline. Gets a return pass from Justice Black and misses the three-point shot out of the right corner long. And so that was the look they wanted. That was an open three for Doan, but he couldn't drain it. And ALA has the ball back following the defensive board. Jackson Hunter standing in the midcourt circle now. And now inside the arc he goes to Swarns. Swarns will kick it back out to Hunter, and he dribbles back into the midcourt circle again. Now to the right side, a three is on the way, off the mark from Noah Swarns, and rebounded by San Juan, but Daly loses the handle as he comes through traffic in the offensive end. And ALA will steal it right back, and Swarns walks it across the line. Zachariah Swarns dribbling, stepping toward the sideline here. Now spins away from Brigham Nielsen, misses the shot, but he draws a foul, and he'll shoot two. That's the second foul on the Broncos senior, Brigham Nielsen. And Zachariah Swarns will go to the line tonight for the first time. He is their leading scorer, but has been held to just 4 points so far tonight. The Broncos are hoping he doesn't add any here. And his first shot does rim out, so that's a break for the Broncos. And it remains 26-20. And the second shot is on the way from Zachariah Swarns, nothing but net. Make it 27-20. It's a 7-point lead for American Leadership. And the Broncos back in the offensive end, but Trip Palmer has the ball knocked away on the baseline, and it's stolen by ALA. The Eagles back the other way, and a long-range three is good for Noah Swarns. He took no effort to step to the arc that time. He shot that from way downtown off the left wing, and it's a 10-point lead again for American Leadership. So the Broncos open this scoring here in this second half, but have since fallen cold. But here's Anthony Doan bringing him back into it as he spins around and hits the jumper from the free throw line. And the Bronco senior has 9. That leads all scorers now. And trying to answer back is Cannon Huntsman, but he misses the reverse layup attempt in traffic. Broncos the other way. 3 out of the left corner for Doan is off the mark. And it's rebounded by ALA. The Eagles will walk it across with 3:45 to go in the third quarter, and the Broncos down by 30 to 22. And here is Cannon Huntsman outweighting Trip Palmer, banking it off the glass and in. And he's the first player into double-digit scoring now as he retakes the scoring lead to 10. And here is they're going to call a charge on Jake Ivins here as he came through the paint. And so Ivins is guilty of the charge. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called by Coach Nielsen here with 3:29 to go in this third quarter, in a 32-22 lead now for the American Leadership Academy Eagles. We'll keep it right here. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Emory Telecom, Napa Motor Parts, San Juan School District CTE programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, and Creative Floors. A big thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. And so over halfway through the third quarter now, and American Leadership Academy, who for the most part has led since the start of this one tonight, is up by double digits once again. A 10-point deficit for San Juan. And we are into the last 3.5 minutes of this third quarter now. As the Broncos will it'll be the Eagles to inbound out of this timeout. And they will do so in the backcourt. San Juan trying to press, but Trip Palmer a little slow to get to his man, but the ball undeflected, thrown out of bounds full court by Jackson Hunter. And Jake Ivins will inbound to Jagger Neves. Now gets a return pass, and he'll run it across the line. Now pulls up with the basketball. Picks it up, hands off to the right side for Jagger Neves. And Neves on the right wing finds Doan. Doan got his man in the air, and a beautiful drive to the bucket. Banked it in off the glass. And Doan now into double digits with 11 points. That leads all scoring. And now a three is on the way from ALA. No good, but it bounces right back out to the shooter, Zachariah Swarns. He drives into the paint, floats up another shot, no good. Rebound is sent back out, though, and they'll put up another shot. Jackson Hunter missed from three-point range on a third try here. Maybe this is the fourth try. Zachariah Swarns draws a shooting foul, and it will be the third of the night on Brigham Nielsen. San Juan now has 4 in this third quarter, and it's a shooting foul anyway, so from here on out in the third, American Leadership Academy is going to be shooting foul shots. And the first one on the way, off the mark to the left from Swarns. And it looks like Owen Adams is coming into the ball game for the first time tonight. First time I believe I've called his name all season. The 5'11 junior forward makes an appearance. Meanwhile, Zachariah Swarns' second foul shot is on the way and drops. So he's 50% from the line. It's 33-24, a 9-point lead. San Juan has it within single digits, 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter now. And here's Adams with the basketball. Goes cross court to Ivins. Now to Doan, free throw line. On the dribble, moving right. Picks it up. Hands off to Jagger Neves back behind him. Neves' shot is no good, but they call a travel on Neves, so the shot didn't count anyway. And it'll be ALA basketball to inbound in the backcourt. And they're going to actually bring Cannon Huntsman over to the sideline here, right in front of the Broncos players bench. But now they'll switch positions, and it's actually Grant Jackson inbounding the ball. And it's slung all the way into the front court. Now quickly over to the right side. A three rims out from Noah Swarns. And as they battle for the rebound, it'll be a foul on ALA, it looks like. And I think it's going to be the first on the man who just came into the game, James Walker. No, that's not the case. It looks like it's going to be the third on Cannon Huntsman, pardon me. So San Juan to inbound in the backcourt. And Jagger Neves on the run, pulls up, picks it up, hands off to Anthony Doan. He goes cross court to Daly for three from the right wing, no good. And Daly is 0 for on the night. And was largely 0 for on the whole preview last weekend, or this past weekend. There's a three, no good for Zachariah Swarns. I think a foul on the rebound. It was the third on Grant Jackson, and I believe that puts San Juan in the bonus, and it does. So the Broncos will shoot 2 for the remainder of this third quarter as well. Just under 2 minutes to go. And this is the first time this season that I have witnessed San Juan going into the bonus. So this is a nice change for San Juan, and we'll see if they can make some progress from the free throw line here. That's been a area of the game that's plagued them for the last couple seasons. But here is Jagger Neves hitting nothing but net. So he's on the score sheet with his first point of the night, and that pulls San Juan back to within 8 points. So the Broncos can slowly chip away at this lead here. Still lots of time left in this game, just under 10 minutes to go. As Neves at the line will shoot his second shot. And it's good as well, nothing but net. Good looking foul shooting there from the San Juan sophomore. And ALA dealing with a San Juan press, but they break it fairly easily. Jackson Hunter now pulls up on the left wing and sends it across to Swarns. Zachariah Swarns drives to the right of the paint. Can't make the shot. The rebound is bounced around and then eventually comes to San Juan. Trip Palmer goes to the hole, misses the shot, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. And now this will be on Cameron Finn, his second. And that extends the bonus here. I think it was a shooting foul regardless. Trip Palmer will go to the line. Try to give San Juan a couple more points here. Continue eating away at this deficit. Broncos are still in this if they'll just get focused here. And there's some good foul shooting right now. This is the best foul shooting that I've seen for San Juan in the 3 games that I've witnessed. Trip Palmer hits the first of the 2. He has 5 points on the night off the bench for San Juan. Second shot on the way, and that one's short. And rebounded by ALA's Jackson Hunter. So the Eagles avoid a 3-point play right there. And walking it across is Jackson Hunter. And now handing off to Zachariah Swarns. They almost lost control. The Broncos doing a good job pressuring the basketball now, but wow, Jackson Hunter finally drains one from beyond the arc. He has shot so many of those tonight and finally hits one. He's got 9 points, and that makes it 36-27. We are nearing the final minute of the third quarter. Here's Owen Adams, who bounces himself into triple coverage, but hands off to Jagger Neves. Now Anthony Doan on the left wing. Drives into the paint, but lost the handle, has it stripped away, and that was probably a travel uncalled. Cannon Huntsman, that turned ugly for him. He's not able to make the basket, and the Broncos will take it away, coming back the other way, and now stepping in to foul Jagger Neves is Noah Swarns. And that is the junior's third for ALA. And more importantly, the 7th for the Eagles in this third quarter. And the Broncos have been shooting 2 since there was about 2 minutes left. And so with 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 2 shots forthcoming from Jagger Neves. And that one rims out. So that's the first one that Neves has missed tonight, I believe. But before that, the Broncos were 4 of 6 from the line. So like I said, that was some of the best foul shooting I'd seen from them yet this season. Neves makes no mistake on the second, though, so that pulls San Juan back to within 8. It's 36-28, and the Broncos are pressing here. Jagger Neves is the man to get it done. He is tenacious, but they do get around. A 3 misses from Noah Swarns, rebounded by ALA, though. And the Eagles will keep it here in the offensive end with a half a minute to go in the third quarter and an 8-point lead. Passing it into the middle to Finn. Finn misses an easy 4-foot jumper there that was uncontested. And the Broncos take it away on the rebound. Back they come. Jagger Neves in the right corner. Now to Daly out on the right wing. He'll dribble into the midcourt circle. Left wing for Anthony Doan. 8 seconds to go in the third. Anthony Doan spins at the free throw line, misses the jumper, and a foul on the rebound. And that is going to be on Trip Palmer, his second, and that does put American leadership into the bonus. So with 4 seconds left in the quarter, the Eagles will go to the line. And it's Zachariah Swarns to do the honors. And his first shot rims off. So this is exactly the way he started each time. He's missed the first shot from the line and then made the second. We'll see if he makes the second here. Zachariah Swarns, American Leadership's leading scorer. Second shot, nothing but net. That's how he's done it all 3 of his trips so far. San Juan has an opportunity here with 1 second. Jagger Neves moving right, shooting left. A beautiful looking shot from 3-point range, but it was a tad short. And so the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter, and the Broncos find themselves down by 9, 37-28. As we head into the final frame, we'll take a break and return to the San Juan High School gym. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Here at Utah-Navarro Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Back live to the San Juan Gym as we are underway in the fourth quarter. The Broncos missing the first shot of the quarter as Brigham Nielsen couldn't make it fall from close in, and it remains 37-28. We are 30 seconds in to the fourth quarter now. And American Leadership a chance to extend the lead as Noah Swarns has it out high in the left wing, and now a whistle off the ball. Going to be a lane violation on the Eagles, and so that will turn it back over to San Juan. And Anthony Doan will hand in to Jake Ivins, and the Broncos will walk it across. Ivins standing in the midcourt circle. And now hands off to Trip Palmer. Now the ball knocked away, and a foul on American Leadership, I guess Noah Swarns. As he swung the arm, I guess. And that is his fourth foul. So Noah Swarns, one of the leading scorers of this team. In fact, I think maybe he's the second leading scorer. No, that's incorrect. Third leading scorer, but they're all really close. All four of the leading scorers are very close, within 7 points of each other so far this season. So they really spread it around. And meanwhile, San Juan has the basketball. That's the first foul of the final frame. And I think the big story is it's the fourth on Noah Swarns as Anthony Doan has the ball cleanly stripped away here. And American Leadership Academy will take possession as Zachariah Swarns runs it across the line. Now he's standing on the left wing, moving right, crosses over, goes around Brigham Nielsen, draws the foul as he goes to the bucket, and he'll shoot two. That's going to be the fourth on Brigham. And I think Nielsen will probably have to come out as it looks like Jagger Neves is getting set to come in. And so Swarns to the line again, and he's been straight 50% all three of his previous trips. He's missed the first shot and made the second. And this time it's not going to start the same as he drains the first, and he's up to 8 points now for American Leadership. Two of the Broncos starters are still not on the board. R.J. Daly and Brigham Nielsen still looking for their first points. And, of course, Nielsen's going to have to sit for a couple minutes here after registering his fourth foul. So this time Swarns misses the second of the two, so he remains exactly 50% from the line. But it's a 10-point lead once again for American Leadership with 6:29 left in the ballgame now. 38-28 is the score. And here's Jake Ivins trying to go around Grant Jackson, who's going to register his fourth foul. And now two on ALA in this fourth quarter. And so San Juan will reset from right in front of their own players' bench. Jake Ivins gets the inbound pass from Jagger Neves. Now gets a return pass from Doan. Hands off to Neves' right wing. Back to Ivins straight away. And now a little lackadaisical as Anthony Doan looked away. And now Jake Ivins will commit a foul as Zachariah Swarns was going to have a free pass to the bucket. And that is Jake Ivins' fourth in the game. Both teams with two fouls here in the fourth quarter now. And we've got four players who have four fouls, two for either team. And now a shoe has come loose, or a lace has become untied. So ALA is going to tie that, and now I think Zachariah Swarns will step away from the baseline and let Jackson Hunter inbound this. Now Finn gets it, and he travels with the ball, trying to force his way into position. And so that will give it back to San Juan, and the Broncos set to inbound. Coach Ross unhappy about that. It's a key moment in the game as ALA has regained a 10-point lead. You know, the next bucket is super important. It could either be an 8-point game or it'll be a 12-point ball game here, as time is no longer on San Juan's side. Jake Ivins to the hole, can't get the shot to fall, and they battle on the rebound. It's going to be a foul against ALA, as Grant Jackson is going to foul out of the ball game with 2 points. And so he will have to be subbed for. And they've got Finn already in the ball game, so I'll go ahead and let's see. Yeah, Jackson fouls out of the ball game. And so it's actually going to be Noah Swarns coming back in the game, I believe. So Jackson is done for the night with 2 points. 5:48 left in the ball game now. San Juan battling to stay in this one, but they're down by 10. Jagger Neves can't get a floater to fall. Gets his own rebound. Can't get the putback, but he does draw a foul, and he'll shoot 2. And who is this going to be on? As all of a sudden, ALA is struggling in the foul department. And this is going to be the 4th on Cannon Huntsman. So now, again, ALA has 2 players in foul trouble. San Juan also has 2 with 4 fouls, Brigham Nielsen and Jake Ivins, but looks like Coach Ross is going to send another man in. This will be James Walker to come back in the ball game to give some relief here, maybe to one of these players with 4 fouls, but one of them is Noah Swarns, who has just come back in and is one of the leading scorers for this ALA offense and has had a great game. He has 6 points, but it's going to be Cannon Huntsman who has 10 points, and that leads ALA scoring as the Broncos were able to get the ball underneath, and scoring is Keaton Ivins. Was that Keaton? And so Keaton Ivins, I believe, gets his first points. No, that's his 3rd point of the game, as it's his first field goal of the game, but ALA travels in transition here, so the Broncos within 8. I told you that was a big swing point right there, and now a lot of time left after San Juan scores. 5:20 remaining, the Broncos within 8. They could make it 6 as they've got the ball again. And Jake Ivins hands off to Anthony Doan. He's straight away now. Doan calling to his teammates to run a play. Doan into the paint, and they're going to call a foul on Doan, a charge, as he ran over James Walker, who they say had the position. And so now San Juan trying to set up the D. 5:07 to go in the game. The Broncos within 8, but the press hasn't really worked here against this ALA team. And Zachariah Swarns is going to easily get across the line once again. So just under 5 minutes to go in the game. ALA has a 38-30 lead. Not a very high-scoring ball game tonight. Nice play. They find a man open to the hole. James Walker can't get the layup to go, but he does draw a foul on Keaton Ivins. And that will be now Keaton Ivins' 4th. So there are 5 players with 4 fouls right now. Man. And with 4:47 to go in the game, a 38-30 lead for ALA. And at the foul line, shooting 2, is James Walker. He makes the first of the 2. Make it 39-30, back to a 9-point lead. And so Walker, once again, that's Walker's first point. Misses the second foul shot. Justice Black goes up to pull down the board. And San Juan has it back in the offensive end. Straight away, Anthony Doan. Drive through the paint. Oh, that was a underhand finger roll. Athletic as he was going out of bounds. It doesn't fall, but it is going to be a foul on Cannon Huntsman, and that will be the 5th and final foul for Cannon Huntsman, who will leave the game with 10 points. So, man, 2 players have fouled out now for American Leadership Academy, but they do have some depth, obviously, with a pretty solid roster. But Anthony Doan is going to make him pay. The Broncos are in the bonus for the last 4.5 minutes of this game, and Doan drains the first of 2. So the Broncos senior is up to 12 points now, and make it 13 as he gets a friendly roll right there. And San Juan is as close as they've been in a long time, within 7 points, 39-32. ALA on the run across. Here's a 3 on the way for Hunter. Rims off. Rebound and putback is good for James Walker. So the Broncos failed to box out, and now they're down by 9 points once again, as Jake Ivins brings it back across the line for the San Juan offense. 4:10 to go in this ball game. And the ALA sideline making some noise now, calling for some defense. Justice Black has the ball knocked away, but he bounces in, sends it out high, or to the right wing, I should say. Anthony Doan misses the 3, and Trip Palmer can't score on the putback try. A lot of physicality underneath right there. And the Broncos unable to cut away at this deficit, remain down by 9, and now the clock starting to not favor them once again. Down to 3:40 to go in the game, and the Broncos down 41-32. There's a drive to the hole, a bucket, and a foul for Zachariah Swarns. And that's a huge play. That makes it an 11-point game, and it can be 12 here with an add one opportunity, but it looks like Jake Ivins is going to foul out of the ball game with that one. So he is going to be done. So Ivins is out. Jagger Neves is in. And trying to complete a 3-point play, Zachariah Swarns, and he does. He's got 11. As ALA gets another play in her double-digit scoring, and boy, the Broncos were within 7, but suddenly find themselves down by 12 once again. So it's up almost near the largest lead of the game again for ALA, and the Broncos were steadily chipping away at it. Here's a 3 for Daly, and it rims in, so he finally hits the 3, make it 44-35. That's a key bucket right there. Brings San Juan back to within single digits. 9-point deficit and a timeout with 3:10 to go in the game. It's the 2023-24 home opener. The Broncos trail American Leadership Academy 44-35. We'll take a break and we'll be back here in just a moment. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Oh, now the Broncos full court press results in a turnover and a foul as Daly goes to the bucket to try to score it. That'll be the 4th on Zachariah Swarns, this team's leading scorer. So now, once again, boy, one player fouls out, another rotates in with 4 fouls. And so R.J. Daly is at the line for San Juan to shoot 2, and he drains the first. So suddenly, after being held off the board all game long, he's got 4 points here in the waning moments of this game. And it could not come at a more key time for the Broncos. And Daly drains both. So San Juan is once again within 7. And they continue to bring the press, but this time a foul on Daly will be called, and that's his first. Both teams are in the bonus. And so ALA will go to the line to shoot a couple here. And it'll be Zachariah Swarns. He has been to the line numerous times tonight, and he's just remained, I guess he's gotten above 50%. He's up to 56%. That's right, because he completed the three-point play, so he's 5 of 9 on the night now. So this is his 6th trip to the line if you include the three-point play. And the first shot is on the way, nothing but net. So that is a dagger to the heart of the San Juan Broncos, as it's once again an 8-point game. We're nearing the final 3 minutes of the game. Nobody's in the key for ALA. They're conceding a rebound here. And they're not going to get it as Swarns drains both of those. So it is a 9-point game again, 46-37, under 3 to go. Here's a 3 for Jagger Neves, nothing but net. And the Broncos pull back to within 6. Now this is as close as they've been in a real long time. Oh, and a late location here as Cameron Finn will lay it up and in. He was spotted very late by James Walker, may have taken more than 2 steps. That's what the San Juan folks are saying. But the Broncos with it back in the offensive end. Here's R.J. Daly. Hands off to Anthony Doan. Now left wing for Jagger Neves. Back up top to Doan. Into the middle now for Trip Palmer. Kicks it back out. Anthony Doan misses the 3. Rebounded by American Leadership, and Zachariah Swarns will take his time. Coach Nielsen is yelling as hard as he can for his guys to come up and pressure the basketball. And Hunter for ALA out at the top of the key, and now a shot no good for Zachariah Swarns as he drove inside. And the Broncos will send it back across the line. Under 2 to go now in this ball game, and San Juan is within 8. Trip Palmer, spinner, and a jumper, no good. Rebounded by ALA, so the Broncos shooting has been cold on the last 2 or 3 possessions now. And here's Swarns driving to the bucket. He scores, and a foul. And another huge bucket and a foul for Swarns. And this will be the 3rd foul on Justice Black, but that is kind of moot at this point into the final 97 seconds of the game. The bucket and the foul here for Swarns. And it's a 10-point game again. It'll remain 10 as Swarns misses the foul shot. San Juan in quick transition. Anthony Doan may have been fouled, no call. Justice Black airmails the 3. And Swarns will pull it down out of the sky. He runs the floor, has the shot swatted though by Trip Palmer. Now a shot is up, no good. And let's see, Swarns missed. And on the way back, the Broncos throw the ball away. They try to touchdown pass, and it goes out of bounds on the baseline. Full court miss that time. And San Juan will call a timeout here, I believe. Somebody called a timeout. We're nearing the final minute of this game, and the Broncos down by 10, so it's looking a bit dire at this point for San Juan. But they have fought valiantly in this 4th quarter. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, Blue Mountain Hospital, Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug and Boutique, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. Huge thanks to all the sponsors who make the broadcast possible. We will hit you up one final time during the close. And so ALA set to inbound in the backcourt here. San Juan pressing, but American Leadership does a great job to break that, made it look easy. And now ALA with the ball in the offensive end. Anthony Doan steps in to swat that away from Noah Swarns, and now ALA will inbound once again. And looks like it's going to be Jackson Hunter to step in. And he will lob it up over the head. Now getting it into Zachariah Swarns. Swarns will dribble it to the arc and now pull it back away from Jagger Neves. 24 seconds on the shot clock. And of course, ALA wants to use as much of this as they can. Eventually, Justice Black has to step in. And what they call here, I thought it was going to be a foul on Justice Black, but it's a travel apparently on ALA. So the Broncos catch a break, and they'll get the ball back, down by 10, 50 seconds to go. So really starting to run out of time now. Trip Palmer takes a pass from the backcourt. Now to Jagger Neves. Dribbles to the right side. Anthony Doan goes to the hole, but can't get the finger roll to drop. And the rebound, there's a foul on the floor. And that will be on Cameron Finn, his third. So Trip Palmer will go to the line for San Juan, but barring something very impressive here tonight, it looks like the Broncos may be just about out of time, down by 10. But with no time expiring right here, these foul shots are key. And Trip Palmer gets a friendly roll on the first. And we'll see if he can get the second one to go here. It is off the mark. So Palmer unable to score on the second foul shot. It's a 9-point game, 50-41. Final half minute here tonight. As Zachariah Swarns has it for ALA. Jagger Neves almost got it away from him, but Swarns is able to find, I'm guessing, his brother in the corner, Noah. And now back out high to Zachariah, and finally a foul on Anthony Doan. This will be his fourth, and Zachariah Swarns is going to go to the line. And this happening with 20 seconds remaining. And so Swarns at the line. He's leading all scorers with 15 points. He's been to the line a lot tonight and has made San Juan pay on numerous occasions. This time he gets a nice friendly roll, so give him 16 points, and it's a 10-point ball game once again, 51-41. And the second shot is forthcoming for Zachariah Swarns. And it rolls in as well. So that'll just about do it. The Broncos are going to have the ball here with 15 seconds remaining. Jagger Neves gets it left wing, a three on the way, rims off. Rebound down in the paint. It went to Doan. He tried to dump it off to someone, but it was deflected and stolen. Here comes ALA back the other way. Jackson Hunter lays it up and in, and that's going to do it. The buzzer sounds. It's a 54-41 final in favor of the American Leadership Academy Eagles here tonight as they down the San Juan Broncos, and the Broncos will fall to 1-4 on the season. We'll send it back to the studio for a quick break. I'll get the stats compiled. We'll come back out for some final stats and some closing thoughts. We might get a chance to have a chat with head coach Easton Nielsen, but I know this is new for him, and so I don't know if he'll remember me after what is probably going to be a bit of a difficult visit in the locker room after this one here tonight. But the Broncos did show a lot of heart in that fourth quarter, just came up short. ALA really was leading for all of this game, and San Juan was never able to overcome. So we'll take a quick break, come back out for some final stats and some final thoughts. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Utah is our home, unique in its strengths and struggles. And sadly, suicide in Utah is one of our greatest challenges. So people across the state are coming together to answer the call, to change our culture around suicide and mental health, to give hope and provide genuine help. Together, we can get through, lift up, look ahead, and live on. Learn how you can reach out at liveonutah.org.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
The San Juan High School in the gymnasium here. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in. And it's a 54-41 final here tonight. American Leadership Academy with the win over the San Juan Broncos. So tough one for San Juan. They dropped to 1-4 on the year. And I want to give my apologies to Coach Nielsen, even though he's brand new at this. He's not new at coaching in general, and he's already come up and touched base with me. So he did remember me, and I believe he's going to have an opportunity after he talks it over with his team in the locker room to come up and have a chat with me. But in the meantime, we'll take a look at some final stats. I want to take a look at the score by quarters, and though the Broncos lost every quarter here tonight, they did have their highest scoring quarter in the fourth, but unfortunately, so did American Leadership Academy. And you can chalk that up a little bit, I think, maybe to the free throws. Everybody going to the line a lot in that fourth quarter and making the most of their opportunities. But the Broncos were outscored 11-6 in the first, 15-12 in the second, 11-10 in the third, and 17-13 in the fourth. And they fell behind by 13 in the second quarter and were able to chip away at that kind of steadily. They did score the opening bucket in the second half, and then kind of from that point, ALA was still able to keep them to an arm's length, and that just was the deal. They spotted ALA to too many points throughout as the game went along, and so they just were never able to overcome that deficit. The Broncos were never able to get even closer to, I think maybe 6 was as close as they got in that second half. But it was a hard-fought battle, and the Broncos showed a lot of tenacity in the fourth quarter, but just came up short here tonight against a pretty solid ALA squad. Now let's take a look at the team stats now. American Leadership Academy shooting 17 of 48 for 35% from the floor tonight, so their shooting fell off a bit in the second half, and the Broncos improved a little, but not much. They were only 14 of 49 tonight for 29%. So again, the shooting is going to have to come up for this Broncos squad, struggling a bit from the floor. From two-point range, they were 11 of 29 for 38%. And really the long-range shooting is where they're struggling the most. 3 of 20 tonight for 15% from beyond the arc. And they were 10 of 14 from the free throw line, so 71% is way better than they've done this year from the line so far. And so that is a good indication if they can keep that up for sure. For American Leadership Academy, I told you they were 17 of 48 for 35% all total from the floor tonight. They were 12 of 26 from inside the arc for 46%, 5 of 22 for 23% from beyond the arc, and 15 of 26. So the Eagles had twice as many plus more than twice as many foul shots tonight as did San Juan, and they were 58% from the line. Individual scoring, and it was led by, no surprise, Zachariah Swarns. It took him a while to get there, but he exploded in the fourth quarter and then finishes the night with 17 points. A couple ALA players fouled out. Jackson Hunter was not one of them. He was the second leading scorer tonight for ALA with 11 points. Cannon Huntsman, who did foul out, had 10 points. Noah Swarns had 6. Cameron Finn finished the night with 5 points. It was a 3-point night for James Walker. And Grant Jackson was the other man who fouled out. He ended the night with 2 points. 3-point baskets tonight for ALA, 3 of them for Jackson Hunter and 2 for Noah Swarns. For San Juan, it was Anthony Doan leading the way with 13 points. 3 different players had 6 points apiece tonight. Justice Black, Trip Palmer, and Jagger Neves. Palmer and Neves coming off the bench tonight for San Juan to get those 6 points. So that is a nice indication. R.J. Daly had 5 tonight. Keaton Ivins ended the night with 3, and Jake Ivins had a couple points. 3-point baskets for San Juan. Again, just 3 of them, and they were spread out. Jagger Neves, Anthony Doan, and R.J. Daly all had 1 apiece. So San Juan falling to American Leadership Academy tonight, 54-41, dropping to 1-4 on the season. And we've got a couple more games coming up this weekend. And some game times have changed. It's going to be American Heritage at 6:30 p.m. now this Friday. And let's see, it should be Bayfield. Bayfield not listed on the Deseret schedule, but it'll be Bayfield, I believe, on Saturday. And that game's scheduled to tip at 2 p.m. So 6:30 p.m. on Friday night and 2 p.m. on Saturday against American Heritage, who's going to be a real handful, and Bayfield then on Saturday. But we've got a lot of basketball going on this weekend, and somehow none of it really conflicts at the preview. And I unfortunately don't have the schedule right in front of me, but we're going to have all these games on the air this weekend. On Friday, Monticello's taking on Valley, Monument Valley against Paiute, and Whitehorse boys. I am not sure who they are playing at the 1A preview, but all three of those teams at the 1A preview in Richfield, where San Juan was this past weekend for the 2A, 3A preview. So we're going to have 4 games a day this Friday and Saturday. So San Juan at 7 p.m. after the 1A preview games are in the books on Friday, and then the 1A preview will get us started Saturday morning, I believe right at 9 a.m., and I don't know, again, the order that this is going on, but it'll be Monticello versus Tentic, Monument Valley versus Milford, and Whitehorse will take on Valley. And then all that will be followed by the San Juan Broncos taking on Bayfield here in the San Juan gym. So the Broncos stay at home this week while the 1A teams are all at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield for the 1A preview. So tons of basketball going on Friday and Saturday. Let me just take a look while I've got a minute here, see if I can get some updates from scores that were going on tonight. We did have a lot of other action, and if not, I'll just tell you who was doing what, and then hopefully we'll get a chance to visit with Easton Nielsen here in just a minute. But, yeah, we do have an update from the third quarter, Whitehorse and Red Mesa, and that's a close one. Red Mesa leading Whitehorse in the third at the last update, 26-23. So other games going on tonight. The Green River boys are at Altamont. The Dolores boys over in Colorado are at Bayfield tonight. And then, let's see, the girls basketball team, San Juan girls at Monticello tonight. And let me see if I can get an update on that one. I've got them off my scoreboard here. And no, not seeing any update. Well, let's see, that's the boys I'm looking at, pardon me. We'll take a look at the girls here, see if we can get an update here. No update on that one. San Juan versus Monticello in Monticello tonight. So a battle between local rivals this evening in Monticello. And let's see, the other basketball game tonight is Whitehorse's girls also took on Red Mesa tonight, and we didn't get a score update on that one. Some wrestling events going on tonight as well, and many of you may know that. Art Adair on the call on StreamUtah.Live tonight as Norwood is hosting, or I'm sorry, it's in Moab where San Juan is. San Juan and Carbon being hosted by Grand County tonight in some duels, and so or that's a try over there. So I don't know how that's gone. I haven't received any updates from Art, and I know he's got his hands full over there. A lot of activity as you got Art Adair calling some wrestling on StreamUtah.Live this evening. The other wrestling event, Norwood is hosting Dolores, Monticello, and Nucla tonight. So a lot of events even on this Tuesday evening, and boy, this weekend is going to be absolutely crazy once again. There's going to be so many events. It's going to be hard for me to keep updated on what's going on. And again, after the dust settles after the weekend, I'll try to keep you updated on what all happened. But I'm going to need to take a real quick break. And by the way, we've got some games coming up tomorrow night as well. Boys basketball, Grand County is hosting Carbon, and Montezuma Cortez boys are going to visit Monticello tomorrow night. So that one will be on the air, Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live with Montezuma Cortez. The Panthers coming in to take on the Buckaroos tomorrow night, in some boys basketball between a couple of teams in our local listening area. So I'm going to take another break, and we'll see if we can outwait Coach Nielsen and get a visit with him here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back out here to the San Juan High School gym. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Back live to the San Juan High School gym. Rhett Sifford welcoming you in one final time here tonight. A final of 54-41, American Leadership Academy over the San Juan Broncos. It is high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. And Coach Nielsen, it's good to have you up. I unfortunately had some technical difficulties, didn't get to talk to you before the game, but you know, they had you at arm's length the whole game. They established that lead, and you guys were never able to get back. But a lot of tenacity in that fourth quarter, good battle for your kids, and a tough loss here tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough loss. You know, coming off Kanab, I told you before that game that was going to be a hard physical game. We were going to learn some things. We made some mistakes that were better than, right? But there was definitely areas we wanted to learn from and grow from and bring them into today. Yeah, I mean, ALA, credit to them. They came out, they were physical. You know, they're an athletic team. They're not very deep, but they are athletic, and they'll use that athleticism. And, you know, there was a few times where we just weren't able to adjust to it and execute some very small things. But I think when it came down to it, a lack of execution of some small things on both sides of the ball is what kept us from being able to flip that.
And that's obviously something that you as coaches will work on when you get these boys back in practice this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just finished telling these guys that, yeah, I mean, we came out on the wrong side of that game. We wanted to win that one for sure. We wanted to rebound after last weekend. But, you know, there's a lot of things that I see in this game that reaffirm the reality of what our team can become if we be our best. And that's what I want to focus on. Obviously, we're going to go back and we're going to watch film. We're going to see some missed box outs. Mm-hmm. There was some key offensive rebounds that we should not have given up. We're going to see some maybe a little bit of panic at times in our offense. And we're going to look at some of the small things we can change and adjust to change that result. And I really believe that it's only very small things that are keeping this team from working toward being their best. And at that point, I think we can compete with anybody. We just got to clean some of those things up.
Yeah, a lot of times tonight, my observations, it seems like it's largely mental. At the varsity speed, you know, you can't have a moment of unfocus. You can't lose focus and lose where you are. It just seemed like at times tonight, maybe a few times, the boys kind of lost that focus and guys would get past them and those type of things.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely are going to go back and look at a few moments where, you know, we need to be a little bit more in tune with what's going on. You mentioned my voice. I definitely did lose my voice at the end because we didn't bring pressure up in those last 2.5 minutes as much as we needed to, and that's just it's an IQ thing that we need to learn from, and we have to be able to recognize the situation that we're in and be ready to play hard that way. You know, there were some areas that way that, you know, I really wanted to see a little more, I don't know what the word is, but maybe a little more readiness in recognizing the circumstance.
Well, the good thing is maybe that some of those mental things are coachable and learnable as long as the boys are willing to learn, and I know this is a group that's willing to learn. So
Yeah, and I mean, they compete hard. That's one thing that, again, you know, we fought hard to the end. There's things that we need to get better at to be able to be on top of a game like this, but I believe those things are well within our capability to address. And I expect very soon to be able to address those things and improve in those areas.
And you get your, at least from my observation, your best foul shooting of the season so far tonight.
Yes, I was pleased with that. I think we went, what did we go, 10 for 13 or 10 of 14 somewhere in there?
I think it was 7 of 14. Well, no, it was more than that. I had it here.
But I think I only counted four misses or so.
Yeah, 10 of 14. So I should have just listened to you.
Yep, 10 of 14. So, I mean, our goal is to be around 75% as a team.
Right.
This is the first time where we had come close to that, right?
Yeah, by far.
You know, in each game, you look at Juab to Kanab, we wanted to improve rebounding. And Kanab, we boxed out much better, right? From that weekend to this weekend, free throw shooting is a big deal, you know, and layups and things like that. We improved with the free throw percentage. We did miss some easier shots that I think we could have, made. I'm looking at the stats right now. It looks like we were down below 40% again. We want to be 40's kind of our mark. We want to be there and above.
Right.
From game to game, there's things that we are improving on. We just haven't put it all together yet, and that's what's lacking. If we can get all of those areas together, which, again, these are hitting free throws, these are hitting layups, these are executing the fundamentals of a box out and using ball fakes to make passes. Those are very simple things. If we take care of those areas, we're going to be a lot better off in a close game like this.
5 games in the books, it sounds to me like you're encouraged by what you're seeing. And I guess maybe what are other observations that you have if you wanted to share some things about your thoughts after 5 games?
Yeah, I am encouraged. I really am, because every time I go back and watch film, I look at, different areas where we are seeing the looks that we want to see as far as how people are moving on the floor. On the floor, our players aren't always recognizing all of the options.
Right.
But, there's certainly times where we're able to adjust and give ourselves high percentage shots. Coming into this game, we had taken 215 shots total this year, and about 150 of them were inside 6 feet.
Yep.
We're not getting bad shots at all.
Yep.
We're able to attack. We have guards that can attack. They can hit the kickouts. They can finish. We got to be a little better finishing under contact. But, all the things are there. The athleticism is there. We have enough to give ourselves a chance on both sides of the ball. We just have to get a little better executing it wire to wire. So, in short, yes, I am very encouraged. In a game like this, I leave feeling more encouraged. Yes, I want to win. I really do. And, this was a game I feel like we could have won. But every season comes with games that you feel like you probably could have won, and it's important how you learn from those and move forward.
Well, you're not going to get a whole lot of a break. You're going to have a pretty solid opponent coming in here on Friday, a busy weekend coming up. So what are you going to do to prepare for American Heritage now?
Yeah, that's a dang good basketball team coming in. I'm excited to have a dang good basketball team come in, because it's another opportunity for us to be able to execute some things and prove, and show that we belong on a floor with a good team. American Heritage is going to come in, and they are very, very offensive. They shoot the ball well. They put up a lot of points. But if you go and look carefully, they also give up a lot of points. I expect to see a little more man defense against them. They will throw their press at us again, but that's another area tonight. We handled the press beautifully. It wasn't an issue at all. I think we even could have attacked more than we did. But, a lot of our turnovers aren't necessarily coming from the press. I expect American Heritage will throw their 1-2, 1-1 at us again. But we have a plan. We know we can get through that. And I believe that their defense is going to allow us to get a lot of good looks. If we can adjust to their shooters, and if we can run the floor well, I think we can give ourselves a chance. Another element from tonight is I was tracking number 35 and number 20, how many threes they took and how many they made. And between the two of them, we gave up 5, which it's 5.
But they were shooting it all night, so yeah.
And that's less than what they've had in a lot of games. So in many ways, we did neutralize some of their outside shooting. We held them to 54 points. It's not a bad number. It's a number we feel like we ought to be able to compete with. If we can come with the same defensive effort with American Heritage, I very much believe we can compete in a game like that. So.
Well, Coach, I sold you short. I said you might not remember me being new at this, but thanks for remembering me. Thanks for coming up and chatting. It's always fun to talk with you after the game. I did miss talking with you before the game, but I'll try to get it all done, and we'll see you on Friday here.
Hey, no problem at all. Thanks.
Coach, appreciate it. Good game for your boys. I know a tough loss, but a good game. That's Coach Easton Nielsen of the San Juan Broncos. His team, tough loss tonight against American Leadership Academy, but they'll lick their wounds. They'll prepare this week and get set for American Heritage coming into town on Friday. Again, that's a 6:30 tip. So if everything goes well and smooth for me, we'll I think actually, in fact, we'll be waiting for the conclusion. Maybe we're kind of keeping that one up in the air because, again, there's going to be some 1A preview action going on. So it's going to kind of be up in the air this weekend. So ultimately, now that I've said that with Coach Nielsen, I don't know if I'll get a chance to talk with him because we may have to wait for the 1A preview to either get done, or if that last game is a blowout that night, we may just take it away ourselves. So we're just kind of playing that one by ear. But at any rate, 6:30 tip against American Heritage on Friday. That's the next time I'll be on the air. David and Bill Boyle going to take it over for most of the rest of the week. Again, they've got Monticello hosting Montezuma Cortez tomorrow night, and then the 1A preview on Friday and Saturday. They'll be broadcasting 6 games over there from the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, including all the games for the Monument Valley, Whitehorse, and Monticello boys. So it's going to be a full rest of the week of basketball. That'll do it for us here tonight. Again, it's a tough loss for the San Juan Broncos as they fall tonight by the final of 55-44, I believe it was. I've lost it off my tab here, unfortunately, but they fall to 1-4 on the year, looking to get back in the win column against a tough American Heritage team coming up on Friday. So I want to say some thanks before I close it out tonight from the San Juan Gym. Lane Palmer running the show tonight. He's got some help, but I don't recognize all the guys up there helping him tonight. He's got some young kids and some other folks, maybe some trainees who are going to be stepping in and starting to run some things for StreamUtah.Live. But thanks to Lane and his crew tonight. Thanks to all the sponsors for making the broadcast possible. We'll thank you final time during the close here momentarily. Thanks to you, all the listeners and the viewers. You're the reason why we do this. Again, a tough loss for the San Juan Broncos, but right back at it. By the way, it was a 54-41 final, so my apologies there. That'll do it for us here tonight from the San Juan High School Gym. On behalf of everybody involved here tonight, Rhett Sifford saying so long. Again, it's Monticello basketball against Montezuma Cortez tomorrow night in the MHS Gym. And until tomorrow night, Rhett Sifford saying so long from San Juan High School. Have a great rest of your night, high school sports fans. High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Emory Telcom, Napa Motor Parts, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Fred's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, Blue Mountain Hospital, Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drugs, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.